Et bonjour ou bonsoir, c'est Revan et donc on se retrouve pour la troisième partie du premier épisode de The Council. Hop, donc alors là, il y a George Washington qui frappe à notre porte. On regardera notre chambre après, hein, n'est-ce pas? On va aller tout de suite lui ouvrir. On va. Je vais, parce que c'est moi qui contrôle, n'est-ce pas?
Excuse me, am I bothering you?
Non.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Ah mais j'ai envie de l'aider.
Count on me, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
Ça va être chaud. J'ai des compétences de détective.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry. Louis, you're straying from your objective.
D'accord, très bien. Excusez-moi, monsieur. D'accord, je suis timé en plus. Je pense que c'est le temps de la musique, n'est-ce pas? Il est où le petit salon? Ah ah! Bonjour mon père. Monsieur le cardinal.
Ah, my son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe a Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in the small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
D'accord, faut y aller.
Shit.
Ouais, vas-y.
I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Gods will be watching.
Who do you think you are?
Forgive.
Chemin multiple. Excusez-moi, je prends un petit Fanta. Fanta orange. Merci les sponsors. Non, je déconne, évidemment. Il existe plusieurs chemins pour atteindre votre objectif. Il peut être bon de réfléchir avant de vous engager sur la première voie que vous trouvez.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
You filthy whore!
I apologize. Have mercy. Please have mercy. No!
I apologize. Nah, nah, nah.
Merde, mais j'ai pas choisi le bon.
Have mercy.
Merde, je voulais l'aider, moi. Bon, bah.
Where's that smart mouth now? I'll teach you a little respect. Huh?
My mother told me often enough. Sometimes the end does justify the means. I'd hoped I wouldn't have to apply that rule, but at least Washington will have enough time.
Ah!
Please,
It's too late for that. Leave me alone.
I'm sorry, but my intervention would have only made things worse. Look, we all have bad days, but hopefully tomorrow will be better. Can I call a servant to attend you, or...
No. I just want to return to my room.
Faut que j'intervienne. Bon, bah tant pis.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Yes, I found out many things.
Good.
Did Elizabeth give you any trouble?
Elizabeth? No.
Well, you could have mentioned she was with a raving maniac, huh?
What do you mean?
She was with a Frenchman. He was about to beat her when I arrived.
What the devil are you talking about?
I thought he was gonna kill the poor girl.
Did you intervene?
I did what was necessary to give you enough time to search her room.
Good work, my friend. I knew that I could count on you.
So tell me, did you find any information?
Oh, yes. What I found is likely to upset you.
What do you mean by that?
Elizabeth is indeed the daughter of John Adams.
Why pass her off as dead?
I found her medical file. It appears that for many years, your mother was her personal doctor. From what I read, she behaved more like a butcher than a doctor.
What are you talking about? I'm not a child. What's going on here?
John believed that his daughter was possessed. He appealed to your mother to save her, but the treatment she inflicted on the poor child... My God.
Look, stop beating around the bush. What exactly did she do to her?
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
Mais non.
My mother would never do something like that.
But she did. And with the blessing of the Order.
No, she wouldn't go that far. Prove it. Show me that file.
I left it in her room so as not to arouse suspicion.
My mother is not a monster.
I do not doubt that your mother meant well. But the techniques described in the file, it is pure torture.
Please, I need some time alone.
I have seen some horrors in my time. But if what is written in these damned documents is true, be brave, my boy.
Ah bah du coup. Il se passe des choses effectivement. Ouais. À moins que ce soit encore une manipulation de plus de l'ordre de Mortimer et de l'autre là, ils sont majordome. À moins que ce soit l'inverse en fait. Ouais, je crois.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Excusez-moi. Ouais, ça peut être de la
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Ah. Diversion niveau 1.
Everything went well. There's no need to worry.
Which means...
The situation was more complex than it looked at first glance.
What? The poor child was indeed being bullied by a thug, wasn't she?
Let's just say you didn't have a complete picture of the situation, Your Eminence. Maybe it's because it's harder to feel things when one is sheltered behind the door.
Now, listen to me, my son. I went in search of the servants.
You weren't able to find them, were you?
No, and they are going to hear from me. When you need them most, you simply can't find them.
Anyway, Miss Adams is safe. Everything's fine, so no need to lose any sleep over it.
I see. Thank you, my son. My son, I have another problem. I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Un nom à ajouter.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Now, give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please, be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Ça se trouve, le nom qu'il a ajouté, c'est celui de la fille, là. Mais bon. Est-ce que c'est bien elle, truc à
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Ah! Désolé, j'avais oublié.
Huh, that's me.
Ouais, je dis à moins que ce soit pas vraiment elle. Je sais plus quoi, putain, Adam, je sais plus son nom, putain. Je sais plus. Parce que dans le hall, il a dit.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed.
I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Ah d'accord, le malus il reste comme ça, d'accord. Ah, j'aurais pu faire beaucoup mieux. Bon bah tant pis. D'accord, très bien. Ah, j'ai déjà un point dans chaque coupe. Ah, d'accord, très bien. Bon, est-ce que j'ai fini de lire le bouquin du coup?
All right. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Alors, manuscrit équipé 1, d'accord. J'ai fini de lire ou pas? En psychologie, d'accord. Un point de compétence en conviction. Un point de compétence en étiquette. Allez. Bon. Fouillons cette chambre. Oui, inventaire gelé royal, très bien.
Nothing.
Allez vite.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Bon bah les visions apparemment ça l'inquiète pas plus que ça. Donc à mon avis il doit être habitué. J'imagine.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices.
Dear Monsieur de Richet.
D'accord.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room?
C'est la chambre de ta mère. Hein,
Writing material.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's
voilà,
odd.
Il va falloir que je la brûle. Enfin que faire du feu.
Writing material.
Ouais. À mon avis c'est une lettre à l'église. D'accord. Pour écrire des messages cachés.
Incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
Très bien.
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though. There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it. There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richet, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
réfugiés disponibles, d'accord. On a les dehors. Bon. Oh! Ah ouais, d'accord. Oh putain. Ah oui. Ah non, j'allais dire putain là, alors là c'est... Magnifique subterfuge. Subterfuge.
This room looks unoccupied. This room looks unoccupied.
Et profite peut-être que là comme je suis... Ah.
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Someone's picked some lemons. I'd be surprised if my mother didn't help herself to a few. She was always going on about the surprising properties of lemons.
Et oui, oui, putain, moi j'ai déjà compris moi.
Priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
Donc je peux venir à l'espion d'ici.
Writing material. I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Je regarde sous le lit aussi, hein.
Nothing.
Je peux pas sortir de toute façon. Ok. Bon. Non, non, mais je... Ah, attends. Ah.
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked.
Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round.
A Voyage Around the World, the travelogue of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Come on, Louis, think. Think. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind.
She must have used the writing materials.
The quill has been used, but not with regular ink.
What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet you used the limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message? The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Ah là 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 là. Bah, du feu. Bon, bah, on va regarder s'il y a autre chose. Attends. Voilà. Je peux pas prendre une lampe? Voilà. Le mec, il comme ça, il le met dans sa poche. Il a pas peur de cramer, ça va. Ah, je peux pas prendre de lampe, hein.
Nothing.
Je regarde de l'autre côté. Voilà. Je sens que je vais être poissard. Je sens, mais je le sens tellement gros. Putain. Bon. Parce que je sens que je vais approcher la flamme et ça va cramer la lettre. Mais je le sens, mais je le vois venir gros comme une maison. Bon, c'est la première solution à laquelle j'ai pensé. Voilà, après il y a la cendre, histoire de... Ouais. Putain, brunir la page. Ah ouais, mais c'est du vieux papier. Oh non. T'as des Moi j'ai choisi détective, donc j'ai aucune compétence en science ou des trucs comme ça.
Ah, it's working. The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote.
Bon, bah c'était ma première idée, ça marchait.
Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I'd better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Bon, alors ça. Oh putain, je peux pas. Non, mais il laisse ça. Putain, mais ça aussi c'est con. Il y a un message secret et tout. Il a une vision, mais je peux pas. Je peux pas le sortir, ça. Je peux pas le virer. Putain. Le mec il le laisse en plein milieu. En plein milieu. Putain. Qu'est-ce qu'il est con. Excusez-moi. Hein. Enlève-moi ça là. Putain. Voilà. Alors ça c'est... Ça par contre c'est nul. Hein. Je suis désolé. Et chez les développeurs, mais là vous êtes pas logique. Allez, je regarde quand même un petit peu les tableaux. Parce que moi, première idée, c'est dans la chambre. Bon, allez. Ça c'est juste pour que quelqu'un d'autre trouve le livre, le message et voilà.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Oui, tout à fait. Attendez. Ah non, le bruit de frottage qu'on entend, c'est les bruits de pas sur le tapis. Ah non, même pas. Non, j'ai rien dit, excusez-moi. C'est monsieur... c'est à travers ses yeux que je vois.
Might be better to take a different stairway.
Attends, je peux lui parler?
Might be better to take a different stairway. That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision. Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Ah, putain, il faut deux.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
D'accord, c'est son ami. Ah, lui, je peux pas rentrer. Ah, dommage, dommage.
Monsieur Johann van Volner.
Volner. J'en profite là parce que je ferai une rencontre hasardeuse.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
Ouais, d'accord.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Ah, j'aurais pu utiliser pour ça la clé.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Un symbole satanique.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
lire.
November 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman. August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
D'accord, donc c'était ma mère.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Très bien.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Ah, j'ai pas envie de prendre des pilules. Attendez. Je vais juste regarder le journal. D'accord, donc elle est immunisée contre la psychologie et la manipulation. Ok.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Ah, dommage. Même en subterfuge, j'ai 0. Au moins 1, ça pourrait m'aider.
My dear Elizabeth.
Peut-être que je l'ai déjà lu. Bon, il n'y a plus rien en fait. J'ai pas retrouvé le dossier de ma mère.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Oh putain, si j'y vais juste avant la réception, ce serait drôle. Bon, ça doit être de la cocaïne. Ah!
Devil's Thorn.
Les livres peut-être. Ah, hop, non, là je suis bloqué. Là j'ai lu. Eh. Soit forfait. J'en suis sûr, je vais sortir, je vais me faire choper. On me parle combien? Ah bah non. On va très bien.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. We'll see him later. Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Ah lui je peux vraiment pas rien faire. Sur lui je peux y accéder par ma chambre. Hein. Au pire je pense que ça va être comme ça. Bon, j'ai perdu assez de temps là-dessus. Allez on se laisse.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte.
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte. J'espère qu'il est bien logé et qu'il a un bon appart. Allez.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
Excuse-moi.
How's your eye?
I've had worse.
Please accept my apologies. If I'd stepped in sooner, you wouldn't have gotten that.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
Comment cela? Je vais faire genre je sais pas.
If I understand rightly, you share a common past?
Are you saying I've made it all up? You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Une opportunité.
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that?
Début de la confrontation.
There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Oh putain, elle est immunisée.
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation. You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, réussi.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Sa mère, sa sœur. Je le sais.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
Hehe.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her.
Yes, j'ai bien fait de fouiller.
Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Donc elle a perdu son médaille. Ok, d'accord, il se passe des choses cheloues. Pour l'instant, notre père, d'accord, très bien. N'oubliez pas qu'on est dans les années 1700. Allez, ok, une petite sauvegarde. Est-ce que je peux lui parler? Mais vous savez quoi, ça fait déjà 47 minutes. On va se laisser là. J'espère que vous avez apprécié cet épisode. Et je vous dis à la prochaine. Ciao, ciao.